This is Microwave Engineering RSA 601 class. Today I am going to discuss about the directional coupler, two-hole directional coupler, and its numerical, where the four characteristics are there and need to find out the some other parameters. Three is given. One need to find it. Let's see. This is the question of the day, which I have put on Google Classroom. This is the 16 April 2020 question of the day. Explain the working principle of two-hole directional coupler. And this is the question associated with this question. Here, secondary waveguide is there, primary waveguide, then A, B, C, D port, and their power is also given there. Need to find out the four parameters, that is coupling, directivity, isolation, and insertion loss. Directional coupler. What is directional coupler? A directional coupler is a four-port network or waveguide junction that is designed to designed to divide and distribute power. It is basically used for the divide and distribute power. Let's see how it divide and distribute. Always remember, directivity couplers are passive reciprocal network. It is a passive device and also reciprocal. You can reciprocate. You can use. Sometime you can change the port and name it the other parameters also. Here you can see this is the main waveguide part. This is the auxiliary waveguide. This means secondary waveguides. Here the two waveguides. At least two waveguides is there. One is main waveguide, another is auxiliary waveguide. In main waveguide, there is a input ports and throw port. Throw means output port. And at the auxiliary waveguides, that's the isolated port and coupled ports. If any questions is there in exam, and to find out the four characteristics on the basis of these four ports, and the ports are interchanged, then how can you just extract this? This is the input port, this is the throw port, and how to identify it. Here I am just telling you one important things. Listen properly. Here it is the check the symbol, arrow symbol. Here the arrow symbol is this directions, and the in this sides the another direction is opposite to that, opposite to this one. And here the sign or two signs. Here the two arrow signs are similar to the direction of this input signal. So which port is next to the input port? First identify the two sides. First identify two sides in which to first identify where the sign is changed. In which side the sign is changed. Here the sign is the same direction. Here the sign is in opposite directions. Then you are damn sure that one out of two ports, definitely there is a one is input port. Then identify which one is input port out of these two. Then see the directions of arrow. Here check the direction of arrow. The similar direction of arrow also check in this sides. Then you identify this is the input port. If the direction of arrow is similar to the direction of this side arrow, then this port is input port. Easily identify, and the throw port is easily identified on the same waveguide. The other side port is throw port, and opposite to this sides the isolated port. The other port, the direction where the direction is different, that is isolated port, or rest is coupled port. So this is the way to identify the four ports. Most of the times students are unable to identify the ports first. If you able to identify the ports, then all are based on the formula. Simply just know the formula and put the value there. Directional coupler are represented like this or this. Either you represent like this or this. which consists of primary waveguide and secondary waveguide 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. Somewhere the 1, 2 and 3 is here, 4 is here. Then I will tell you, do not be just go with this numerical things 1, 2, 3, 4 put. Then I will just put the value in term of the input port, throw port, coupled port or isolated port. Always just remember the formula and all the terms in comparison to their input, throw, coupled and isolated port. Other than the 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is easily to remember all the formula based on input, throw, coupled and isolated rather than 1, 2, 3, 4. If someone change the numbering, then you will able to then that time you will be unable to solve the questions. Dyson couplers are characterized by the following parameters. Coupling. The first parameter is coupling. The coupling factor indicates the fraction of the input power that is coupled to the output port. Coupling, just here, whatever the power is given to the input port, then how much how much fraction of the power is coupled to the secondary waveguide. How much power is sent to the secondary waveguide. The ratio of power incident to the power coupled in the given port is called the coupling. Coupling is equal to 10 log 10 incident power upon power at coupled port. Always remember the formula like this. Do not remember the formula P1 upon P4 because I just take the direction is 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Someone change the numbering, then you will face the problem. So C is equal to 10 log 10 incident power upon power at coupled port. Means power at incident port upon power at coupled port. Here the incident power is P1 and coupled power is P4. If coupling factor is 20 dB, what does it mean? Sometimes here the 20 dB directional coupler. That means 20 dB saying the coupling factor, that a coupling is there. What is the meaning of 20 dB coupling factors? C is equal to 10 log 10 incident power upon power at coupled port. Vector is a measure of the ratio of power level in the primary and secondary lines. Obvious, as I told you. 20 is equal to this. That means power at the incident port is equal to 100 times the power at coupled port. Or you can say that power at coupled port is 1 upon 100 times. 1 upon 100 times the power at incident port. Coupling factor 20 dB means power incident at port 1 is 100 times the power coupled at port 4. If the coupling factor is known, a fraction of power measured at port 4 may be used to determine the power input at port 1. If one of them is known, P4 is known, a coupling factor is given there, then easily you can find out the incident power. If incident power is given there and coupling factor is there, then you need to find, then you will be able to find out the coupled port power. Here simply this is this part. Directivity. The another characteristic is directivity. The directivity is a measure of coupler's ability to isolate forward and backward waves. Directivity is a measure of coupler's ability to isolate forward and backward waves. Here say where there is a forward and backward wave there. This is the forward wave in this direction. This is the backward wave. So it is basically the power at coupled port upon power at isolated port. Forward and backward wave. The ability to isolate the forward and backward wave. Here power coupled in the forward direction and power coupled in the reverse directions. Coupled port upon power at isolated port. Directivity totally depend upon the secondary waveguides parameter. That is the power at isolated port, power at coupled port. So the definition is D is equal to 10 log 10 power at coupled port upon power at isolated port. Here this is like this. The activity is a measure of the how well the forward traveling wave in the primary waveguides couples only to a specific port of the secondary waveguides. Then only separate it's a tell about the to isolate forward and backward waves. Then or you can say the coupled or uncoupled ports. An ideal direction coupler have infinite directivity. That power at port 3 must be 0. Power at port 3, that means you can say power at port 3 infinite. Here power port 3 power must be 0, means power at isolated port must be 0, because port 2 and port 4 are the perfectly matched. Obvious. Port 2, that means the throw port, port 4 is a coupled port. Practically designed directional coupler have directivity of only 30 to 35 dB. That means here you can say what is the meaning of 30 dB. The P4, that power at coupled port is equal to 1000 times the power of isolated port. Or you can say that either in the form of P3, that is power at isolated port is 1 upon 1000 times the power at coupled port. As the third parameter is isolation. The isolation is the measure of the power delivered to the uncoupled port, and the definition is 10 log 10 power at incident port upon power at isolated port. Always remember the formula in term of this power at incident port upon power at isolated port. Do not remember the formula in term of P1, P3, P3. Someone changed the numbering, something changed the P1, P2, P3. That time we face the problem. So always remember that in term of power at incident port upon power at isolated port. And isolation is equal to coupling factor, coupling plus that. This is the you can check the answer by using I equal to C plus D. Insertion loss, this is totally depend upon the parameters of the primary waveguide, that is port 1 and port 2. Here that is the insertion L equal to P1 upon P2, that is P1 power at incident port upon power at throw ports. Now this is the numerical question of the day at 16th April 2020. Here you can, as I said earlier, here you can see this is changed. Totally this is changed. Here you can see this portion, secondary waveguide is the upside, primary waveguide is down, and the here numbering in term of A, B, C, D. So I always told you, do not remember the formula in term of P1, P2, P3, 4. Always remember in term of the coupled port, isolated port, incident port and isolated port. Here you just see the power at port A, B, C, D is given there. Find out coupling activity, isolation and insertion loss. As I told earlier, first you need to identify these 4 port: incident port, throw port, coupled port and isolated port. And how you identify it, as I told earlier, then I repeat it again. First check the direction, where the direction is opposite to each other, in which side the direction is opposite to each other. This is the one side, this is the another side. Here the direction is same, so leave it right now. Here the direction is changed, then stuck here. Now think, direction is changed, then you are damn sure that out of 2, one definitely is input port. Then identify either port B or port C, or either port B or port C is input port or other port. Then which one is the input port? Then check the directions. Here the direction is this side, here the direction is this side. Check the direction of the other side too. Here direction is this side. Check the directions and match the direction with the other sides. Here the direction in this in this sides. Here also the direction in this sides. Then you are sure that this is the input port. Port C is input port. How you identify? First check the different sign in the one side. Then you are sure that one of them is input port. Then check the sign. Here the same sign, this sign or this sign. Here the direction is same, so port C become the input port. Here the input incident port is port C, and flip it. Then port D become the throw port, and port A become the coupled port and port P become the isolated port. This is the term. Always put it primary waveguide in the upside and the secondary waveguide in downside. It may change in any way, in any type. Only by seeing the direction of the arrow, only need to identify the ports. Then everything is simple. Power at incident port is given there, 20 dBm. Change it. Then whatever term is come, take an anti-log, it come in the milliwatt. Throw port PD, this term. Similarly, you find out the coupled port, 0 dBm, that means the 1 milliwatt per, and port B, this is portions. Now find out the coupling. Coupling as a formula is power at incident port upon power at coupled port. Then it gives the 20 dB. Coupling gives the 20 dB. Activity D, power at coupled port upon power at isolated port, that is the portions here. Activity 35 dB. Isolations, power at incident port upon power at isolated port. Then put the formula here and properly find out. It is given the 55 dB. Insertion loss, power at incident port upon power at throw port, it gives the 0.51 dB. Insertion loss is very less. Ideally it must be 0. So this is the question of the day solution. I am checking for I equal 55 dB or C plus D is 55. This is also correct. So I also checked all the terms is properly there. Now the another is two-hole direction coupler. Here you can see the two holes. A two-hole direction coupler with traveling waves propagate in its illustrated in the above figure. Illustrated here. The spacing between the center of the two holes must be L equal to 2n plus 1 lambda g by 4. Lambda g is a guided wavelength, where n is any positive integer. Working, a fraction of the wave energy entered into port 1 and passed through the hole and it's radiated into the secondary guides. Passes through the hole and radiated into the secondary waveguides. As the whole act as a slot antenna, the whole behave as a slot antenna, so it's radiate in the secondary waveguides. The forward wave in the secondary guides are in the same phase, regardless of the whole space, and are added to port 4. Here are the same phase and added at the port 4. The backward wave in the secondary guides, wave providing right to left, are out of phase. Here you can see similarly, it is moving toward this direction, it is moving toward this direction. So opposite pole is cancelled out here, port 3. So at port 3 it gives the 0 power, ideally 0, or very less power. Port 4 given the much of the power. And 2 pi radians are out of phase, this 2 pi radian, and are cancelled at port 3. This is the complete working of the direction coupler. So whole terms is there. You need to find out the all 4 parameters: coupling, directivity, isolation, and insertion loss, where isolation is equal to coupling plus directivity. It is clearly identifies all the terms. Hope you understand it, and do not write the wrong terms. First identify all the parameters, all the ports, then you put the formula, put the terms in all the formula and find out the values. Okay, thank you.